Now we're going to start working with the different elements of clarity. And the first one we're going to look at is the where part, the direction part, where you want to get to, which gives you a direction of travel. And it's actually really helpful to use travel as a metaphor to illustrate why setting your direction is so important. If you're planning a trip, you need to know where you want to go, because otherwise you'll walk out of your front door and literally won't know which way to turn. But if you've decided, say, that you want to go to Rome, then you can start to work out the best way to get there. But with a lower level of clarity, for example, if you just said, I want to travel east, then although it would give you a direction to turn in when you came out of the front door, it doesn't give you much guidance about what to do when you reach the end of the road. Yet so many of us are trying to run our lives and businesses with that kind of low-grade clarity and don't even realize it. I certainly did it for years and was always left wondering why things never quite worked out the way I wanted. Remember, the greater the clarity, the greater the likelihood of you achieving what you're trying to achieve. So, if you know exactly where you want to get to in Rome, a specific place or address, the steps to get there become a lot clearer. And exactly the same applies in every other area of life. Now, there's a trick to creating clarity which really helps, and that's to start from the end point. As Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, said, begin with the end in mind. You choose where you want to get to and then work backwards. Now, I don't know whether you remember those maze puzzles in kids' comics as you were growing up, but they were always much easier to do if you started at the middle of the maze and worked back out to the start, rather than the other way around. And the same is true of creating clarity of direction in all areas of your life. Returning to the travel metaphor, if you start planning your journey from the address in Rome, it's easier to see which roads you came down from the station, then back through the train journey from the airport, the flight from London, and then so on and so forth, all the way back to your home. And then that gives you a route map for moving forwards when you actually make the journey. So you start with your objective for your business or other area of life, and then plan backwards to where you are now. And that forms the basis of your plan for moving forwards. Now, at first that might sound counterintuitive, but I promise it works really well. In the next video, I'll go into a bit more detail of how you actually do that. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do that and click the bell so you get notified when I post new videos. I'll see you soon.